Amy, what's with the spear?
Well, our next group of minifigures are all warriors, so I figured I'd show them that I'm one too.
Okay, you have a spear and you're wearing a tutu.
But I also have lots of determination.
Great. Just watch where you point that thing.
Alright, right here we have the winged mech. So, there are four things that are there that can help you tell that it's him. First of all, he has body armor, and it has angled shoulder pads. Next, you might be able to feel his wings, which are small and flat and clip onto the body armor. There's also his helmet, which almost feels like a big minifigure head. And then there's his sword, which is in a strange shape, but it's long and flat. So, here he is. All right. Here we go.
Okay, here's a close-up of the winged mech. You can see again his body armor, and the shoulder blades are angled up, and you can definitely feel that. Again, his helmet is pretty substantial, and you can see it's a little bit pointed in the back. Okay, and the back of his armor holds the little rods that the wings clip on. The wings aren't very big. You can feel them, but you may not realize what they are. But they're flat and angled. And then there's that sword. The sword is pretty big, and you can definitely tell that, especially between big and flat, and then kind of the ridges and the funny shape on the side. And that is the winged mech. Okay, this pack contains the Kendo Fighter. Now, primarily with him, he has the two samurai swords. They're long, but they're very narrow, and you can definitely tell those when you have it. Also, his helmet on the sides, they kind of flip up on the sides, and you can feel that through the pack. So let's open him up and show you what he looks like. All right, so here he is, and there's his helmet, and you can see again the sides flip up, and you can feel those through the pack. All right, and then there's his two samurai swords. Whoops. Of course, he's the only one that has these samurai swords, so if you feel one, that's enough of an indication to know it's him. It's just sometimes, if you want that to definitely be sure, find the other one or find the helmet and feel the parts that stick up on the side. Okay, so here's a close-up of the Kendo Fighter. Again, you can see those samurai swords. You can tell, they're pretty easy to tell when you're feeling the pack. And there again you can see his helmet, which is looks like a catcher's mask. Okay.
If there are any Ninjago fans out there, if you can remember back to the Kendo Ninja, the helmet is the same.
Okay, yep, and remember the parts that flip up there or point up, you can easily feel those. There he is.
Alright, here we have the knight. First off, I want to talk about his mace. Now, unlike you would think, the mace is actually two separate pieces. The handle is one piece, which can easily be confused for the satire's flute. I know I pronounced that wrong. The second part, the actual mace, is a ball with rubbery spikes. Now, it's not as prominent or as big as you might think it would be. And now, he also has his shield, which is flat on one side with a handle on the other. And he also has his plume feather thingy, which attaches to his helmet. And he also has, well, his helmet, which is round but flat on top, kind of like a cylinder. Alright, time to open him up. He does have a little bit of armor, but it's not super prominent. There we go. Shebang!
Okay, here's the close-up of the knight. Okay, there again you can see his helmet, you can see the plume, the mace, and the shield. You can see the shape of the shield. Now, the shield has a handle as opposed to the pistol grip that they sometimes do. On the back again there you can see these little armored shoulder pads there. And again now you can see the mace. And the ball of the mace, these little spikes, these are soft. They bend just a little bit. But again, remember that's two pieces. And again, like Amy said, the ball of the mace, it's not as prominent as you would think. So definitely key on if you can feel the plume, small, flat, the shield, and again, if you find the rod, don't think right away that it's the knight because it could be the satyr because it's the same size as the flute. But if you find the other pieces, you'll know it's him. Okay, this bag contains the winged warrior, and you can see his picture right there. There are several pieces in here, but really the easiest one is he's carrying a spear, and it's kind of the regular spear with a long point on the end. The point is soft, and really, if you can feel the spear, you don't really have to go any further. You may feel the wings and the helmet, but the spear, as long as you understand that it's feel the whole thing, so you know it's not the pitchfork or the janitor's mop handle. Okay, so let's open him up and we'll take a closer look. He does have some cool pieces here. And he has kind of the same type of body armor as the winged mech, but it doesn't go down as far. The shoulder pads are fairly prominent, but they don't point up as much. But he's got this big collar in the back. Now, put his head on. Okay, and there's the helmet. And actually, the helmet is pretty prominent. You may feel that. Like I said, though, once I found the spear, I didn't really bother going any further. But this is definitely an interesting shaped helmet, and you can feel that as well. Okay. Now, to attach his wings, you have to put these little 1x1 holders on there. You snap those in a straight, and then you snap the wings on. These are a little bit bigger than the wings of the winged mech, and they're kind of cool looking. All right, and then again, remember he's got that spear. All right, there he is. Okay, here's the close-up of the winged mech. Again, most prominent is that spear. And once you
Winged warrior, not winged mech.
winged warrior, yes. Once you feel that spear, as long as you can feel the point, you'll know it's him. But again, he's got that body armor protecting his shoulders and the back of his neck. And these wings are pretty prominent. Again, you might also feel one of these little 1x1 pieces that are used to clip the wings on. And again, check out that helmet too. All right, there he is.